Some good news for fans of Indian badminton player PV Sindhu. Sindhu has clawed her way back into the top 10 world rankings by jumping 2 spots this week. She's back in the top 10 after a gap of almost 6 months. And though this is great news for Sindhu, the shuttler has had a tough couple of years. The 2019 world champion has had a difficult time, and a lot of it can be traced back to the stress factor that Sindhu suffered en route to winning gold at the 2022 Commonwealth Games. Now here's a look at the difficult year that Sindhu has had. The Indian shuttler is yet to win a title this season. She's even found it a task to win against lower-ranked opponents this year. Out of the 18 major titles that Sindhu has contested this year, she has lost the opening round 7 times. Yes, you heard that right. Sindhu was ousted in round 1 in 7 different tournaments. After her US Open loss to Gao Fang Jie in July, Sindhu wrote a long social media post detailing how much the loss affected her. This year, Sindhu has made it to the semi-final round in just 4 tournaments, and she has made it to the final just once, at the Madrid Open in April, where she was outclassed by Indonesia's Gregoria Mariska Tunjung. But something struck out from Sindhu's usual calm that is seen on court. Just last week, PV Sindhu was knocked out of the Denmark Open semi-final. She was beaten by Spain's Carolina Marin, someone who has been an arch-rival of Sindhu in the past. But there was an incident in the match that caught everyone's attention. Sindhu and Marin began celebrating their points with loud screams. The umpire even warned the two about unnecessary posturing. Sindhu also started taking more time in between points. Marin continued celebrating her points in an ecstatic manner despite the umpire warning. Meanwhile, Sindhu was warned twice for taking a longer time to serve. Marin won the first game 21-18, but things got nastier in the decider. During one of the rallies, the shuttle fell in Sindhu's court, and both the shuttlers reached to pick it. Now, the rule is, of course, when the shuttle falls in the player's half, they go and pick it up. This led to, of course, a major altercation with the umpire handing yellow cards to both Sindhu and Marin. Yellow is given to players for misconduct, a sight rarely seen on a badminton court. Now, though the card has no impact on the score of the match, the Badminton World Federation, or BWF, imposes fines on players for their ill behavior, and the altercation was obviously not good. The ace Indian shuttler is having a hard time finding her touch, from battling injuries to finding the right coach. Sindhu is struggling to get into her groove on multiple fronts. For players at elite levels, all these factors take a toll on the body and the mind. It's been more than a year since she won a major title, which came under Sindhu's previous coach, South Korea's Park Ji-sang. Park took on the role of Sindhu's coach in 2019. Under his guidance, Sindhu won bronze at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics and her first BWF title at Singapore in July 2022. Sindhu's last major win was in August last year when she won the gold at the Birmingham Commonwealth Games, that too with Park as the coach. But a leg injury, of course, forced Sindhu to go on a 5-month-long break. In February, Park was replaced by former Malaysian badminton star Hafiz Hashim, who became Sindhu's new coach. And even that didn't help. By July, Sindhu fell to the rank of number 17, her lowest ranking in over a decade. Though Sindhu is yet to win her first title, she's slowly getting back to form. Quarter and semi-final appearances are coming in, and Sindhu is beginning to feel like her older self again. Now she's back in the top 10 in the world, and there are still at least 10 tournaments that Sindhu will look to compete in. Will she lift a BWF trophy this year? Her fans, her coach, and Sindhu herself certainly believe so. And we'll, of course, keep tracking her journey for you. It's the dream of every cricketer, the ultimate glory. Few manage to keep their date with destiny. But for many, it's been heartbreaks and a cross to bear. The Holy Grail is here in India. I'm Rupha Ramani, and Firstpost brings you the ringside view. We bring you the Cup of Dreams, Cricket World Cup coverage like never before.